Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mikayla if you're new here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how I achieved this glowy, dewy summer makeup look with natural skin and freckles, faux freckles. Make sure to subscribe down below before we get started, and yeah, let's just jump right into it. Alright, let's get started. So, I hope you guys are liking my new background. It's just a sheet, but I am excited about it because it's a little something like new and a little bit more professional. So I think today I really want to go for a lightweight, glowy, no foundation, just a lot of base cream products that build up coverage but no thick foundation. So first of all though, I need my LaCroix. I can't live without it. I also think I want to do a little bit of like a cream product on the eyes, maybe something shimmery. I'm not sure yet. We will feel it out, but I do want to play with some cream products on my skin. So let's get started with that. Because this is going to be cream products mostly, I am going to actually go in with a mattifying primer or a pore filling primer, not necessarily mattifying, but pore filling, so that my pores don't get accentuated at all. So I am going to go in with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I just discovered this. I've been sleeping on it and I'm kind of obsessed with it. I'm just putting that on my T-zone. I'm also going to stick that over my forehead wrinkles because it will help fill them in a little bit. So little update while I apply this, I think I am going to be getting Botox. I'm so excited. So I actually have TMJ, which is where your masseter muscles are overworking and you're clenching your jaw, and I'm gonna get Botox in my masseters hopefully, and that'll soften them up, slim down my face a little bit, and keep me from clenching my jaw, which actually when I clench it you can see like this line up here. Actually it's like my whole face working, so hopefully by putting Botox here it'll help up here. So it'll just like relax my face as a whole because this muscle up here, I don't know, whatever. And I also want to get it in my forehead. You can clearly see wrinkles like that are already formed. So I want to get it to prevent those from getting worse and hopefully fill them out a little bit or stretch them out, just to like get rid of them, especially because I use my forehead a lot when I do my makeup, and just in general I use my forehead a lot to like express emotions. So okay, next I am gonna go in with, let's see, I'm gonna go in with my L'Oreal True Match Lumi Lotion. If you've watched my channel before, you know I love this stuff. Y'all know that I love drugstore products, especially their glowy products. I feel like they've stepped their game up lately, so I love this product so much. It's like a tinted lotion, like a tinted moisturizer, but it has like a glow to it. This one is the shade Light Glow. You can get it in medium and dark glow, and I might actually try medium next when I finish this bottle because I want to see like if it looks better with my tan. But I'm basically just gonna apply this all over my face, and this really kind of like also blurs out the skin and just kind of like gives it an overall glow without looking like gross and messy. Like this is a key product for the beach, but I would like mix this in with my SPF and my face would be so glowy. So if you need something for the beach, I would recommend this. So next I'm going in with my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. This is the shade number 2, and I actually need to go up a shade or two because this actually matches me when I'm paler, so it's actually gonna wash out my face a little bit, but that's okay, we can always bring the color back in. But I'm just going to apply that to the high points of my face and blend that out with my beauty blender, and it's going to give me like a glow from within. It's literally the most beautiful product. You can use this over your foundation and even like use it over already set powder. I really like it a lot. So as you can see, it kind of washed my face out compared to the rest of my body and how tan it was before, and that's because I have the wrong shade. So I'm gonna have to get a new one. This is just kind of expensive, so I'm just gonna go through this bottle first. Yeah, it's the wrong shade, so it kind of made my face like kind of like give it like a white cast. So what I'm gonna do is go over that with a tinted moisturizer. So I did say this was foundation free. This, I guess you could consider it to be your foundation, but this one is, I feel like, my all-time favorite BB cream or tinted moisturizer, and it's drugstore. So this is the Maybelline Dream BB Fresh Cream. I really like this one. I put all my friends onto this one. I've been loving this for years now. It has a little bit more coverage than the Laura Mercier tinted moisturizer, which is another favorite of mine, but this one, I don't know, it's just the way that it applies. I really only wear this in summer because it's like made for summer. It's very lightweight and a sheer to medium coverage, and you can always build it up, but it does have SPF 30 in it, and I think it's a really affordable dupe for the Laura Mercier tinted moisturizer. I'm going to be mixing the medium deep shade and the medium sheer tint shade. I feel like these are like a perfect shade for me when I'm tan. So taking that on the back of my hand, I'm actually going to use a brush to apply this, just so I can get like an even application of it. And you can just see like how it evens out my skin tone without even looking like foundation at all. It's not heavy at all. It's just like glowy. Oh, this is like my favorite product of all time. So I have freckles already, as you can see, and if you've watched my channel before, you know, or know me in person, you know I have hella freckles. So I really like this because it lets my freckles show through, which I've actually like loved and embraced my freckles for a while now. I used to hate them, I don't know why, but I will be adding a little bit of extra freckles around my nose area just to bring them back and enhance them a little bit at the end. But yeah, this is like so lightweight and sheer that you can like see all of my freckles still. So that's also why I like it, especially in the summer, because my freckles come out a lot in the summer. Now I am going to go in with concealer. This is the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade light medium beige. This is my tan shade and my all-time favorite concealer. It doesn't crease on me. It's full coverage. I don't need a lot of it. I just love this concealer so much. And this shade specifically is a peach undertone, so it cancels out my dark circles a little bit better than another shade would. So I also am using this to spot conceal, and especially on my neck. I have been breaking out on my neck so bad lately, and I think it's because of hormones, or it could be my diet. I'm not sure, because I have not been eating the best lately, so it could be that. But yeah, I am just gonna let those sit, spot conceal them, wait until they're almost dry to blend them out. Same with under my eyes. I'm gonna let it almost dry before I blend it. And honestly, with concealer and with this method, less is more. So even though it looks like I put a lot, it's a very thin layer. So if you are going to apply concealer or even foundation, especially in the summer, I would say less is more. I feel like the biggest thing is to take care of your skin, to prep your skin. I forgot to mention, I did prep my skin with moisturizer before this. I actually used Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Gel Lotion with SPF 30. So this is my daily moisturizer that I use. It's so good. It smells so good, and it is super lightweight, like a water-based formula, so it spreads out really thin. There's no residue of sunscreen. It's just really good. I highly recommend this. It doesn't make me break out or anything. So I'm gonna start blending that concealer out with my brush. Just kind of like a rough blend, and then I'm gonna go back in and like make sure everything is super blended out with my beauty blender. This is the Sephora Pro Core Diffuser brush. I don't think they have this anymore. I honestly think they discontinued it, but they just came out with a bunch of new brushes, and I think they redid this one into the foundation brush. So I will link that one below. But yeah, this is the Core Diffuser one. It has like the middle sticks up a little bit higher, and then there's duo fiber bristles around the center. So I really like this one. I picked it up in December when I was working at Sephora around Christmas as seasonal. So I'm actually going to leave this concealer right here because I want it to almost dry down completely before I blend it out. That way it gives me the fullest coverage, especially under my eyes where I have dark circles. So I'm gonna leave that until I'm done with my cream bronzer. Y'all already know I'm gonna go in with the Huda Beauty Tantor cream bronzer in the shade Fair. I will be repurchasing this. I love it a lot. I want to try the Nude Sticks one. So maybe I'll try that next before I buy a new one of this, but I seriously love this stuff. It looks so pretty and warms me up so well. It blends out so easily. And even if you use too much product, you can literally just blend it away. It's awesome. So I'm actually going to take that in like super close into my forehead because I have a huge forehead and I want to make it look a lot smaller. So I'm going to keep this center area highlighted. I'm going to bring the bronzer like around the middle of my forehead just to shrink it down this way. And I'm also taking it on my temples. And right here, like in my eye, I want to make the appearance of my brow bone a little bit smaller. And I want to be able to blend my transition shade into my bronzer. So this isn't really cream contouring, it's cream bronzing because I'm not really creating shadows. I am more bronzing up my face. And I kind of prefer that in the summer because it kind of replicates where the sun actually hits your face and it looks like you just have a really nice tan. So that's why I like it. And also this product, I don't know if it's this combination with this product and this brush. This is the e.l.f. Airbrush Stipple brush. I got this online. I think they only sell this online at Ulta, but this combination, it doesn't mess up the base underneath. I've even used this with like full coverage foundation and it kept the base underneath seamless. I'm actually going to take a little bit of that on my nose because I don't really like to contour my nose. I like to just add color where the sun would naturally hit me and give me a tan. The thing with this though is that it does oxidize, so I will look a little bit darker later on. That is just something to think about. This is the lightest shade. This is the shade Fair. I wish she had one that was a little bit lighter than this because even I thought I was gonna have to get the shade up from this, and then I read the reviews and it was like this one is like way too dark for people with super pale skin. So I'm just curious if she's gonna actually come out with one that is a little bit lighter, but this one works for me now, so I like it. Just a heads up that it does oxidize. Okay, so that concealer is almost ready. So I'm actually going to take a little bit on the back of my hand and just prep my beauty blender. So I'm just going to press it into my beauty blender. That way when I press it under my eye, it's not picking up any product, it's just pressing it into my skin. And when you do this after you cream bronze, it gives you that like super highlighted effect. All right, before I do anything else, I am just going to take a little bit of powder and press that right under my eye, right where I crease. I'm only taking it right there just so that I prevent any creasing, because even if you have the best concealer in the world, the best whatever, you're still gonna crease if you have wrinkles under your eyes and bags under your eyes. So I always just try to prevent that from happening while I'm doing the rest of my makeup, just by putting the powder where I specifically need it, and on my eyelids too, because those can crease as well. I do have oily combination skin. Sometimes it gets really dry, but for the most part it's pretty oily. So for blush, I'm taking the Sunkissed cream blush from Nude Sticks. This is my tried and true, my favorite one. It looks like I'm sunburnt. It's for those people who don't like to wear blush but still want some pops of color. So I really like this. It's like a rosy, deep rose color. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. It just looks like you got sunburned. So that looks a little bit crazy. I'm gonna go in with the butt of my beauty blender and just blend that out. And I'm gonna add it to my nose as well so that I look a little bit sun-kissed on my forehead and my chin, where I normally get burnt. I love this product. I love how buildable it is, and I just am obsessed. I love blush so much, especially cream blush. I feel like cream products are coming back in, or like having their moment, and I'm excited because a lot of people just misunderstand cream products. I feel like if you know how to work with them and you understand like the formula, you can use them. They're not hard to use, and they are very beginner friendly because all you have to do is like pat it in with your fingers. Just going over all of that with my beauty blender. All right, and then I am going to set all of this. So to set everything, I have been using and loving my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in the shade Luminous Light. I feel like it just adds an extra glow to your skin. It's almost like a very, very natural highlighter, but it's not a highlighter. It's like a powder. It just has a really beautiful sheen to it. I avoid my under eyes right here just because I want to keep that matte. I feel like it'll bring out the texture under my eyes, but everywhere else I will put this powder. Set my whole face, gave me a glow. I'm kind of obsessed. And then everything else under my eyes and my forehead, I'm going to take a little bit of extra Laura Mercier powder, and I'm just gonna tap that under my eye. So I'm just using this matte powder to set the center of my face, around my smile lines and around my nose, where I know I'll get greasy really fast and it will crease up really bad. The key to this is to keep it light and lightweight. That way it looks like super glowy, it looks like your skin but better, and this is just my favorite way to do my makeup. Natural makeup is so in right now, and I'm so happy because as much as I love colorful looks, I feel like my skill set is in natural makeup. Like, I can make your skin look bomb and look like it's just naturally glowy and like this is your skin but better. So I feel like that is where I thrive and that's my strong suit. So this is what I'm best at. So I'm really happy that it's making a comeback because natural skin is in, you guys. So I am going to go in with some powder products. I'm gonna first go in with the Cover FX Monochromatic Bronzer Duo in the shade Sunkissed Bronze. I really like this product because it does come with a shimmery bronzer and a matte bronzer. I like to mix both of these, and I specifically use this when I want to be super glowy because I can mix both of them and I can keep that glowy dewiness to my skin without mattifying it, but also setting the bronzer underneath. So I'm just gonna go over that lightly just to add a little bit of extra color. You can definitely go overboard with this product though. It does kick up a lot and it's very powdery. I think it's because it is a clean beauty product, so that might be why. It just might be something with the formula, which is fine, but just know a little goes a long way. So I'm actually going to take some of that Laura Mercier powder on my sponge, and I am going to carve out under the bronzer and cleaning up the bronzer under my cheek. And then I'm going to press it a little bit around my cheek area and my forehead just to blend everything out. And then when I wipe away this this powder, I'm just going to brush it all over my face. That way it kind of mutes everything. That is just a good way to correct if you over bronzed or you need to like lighten up the saturation of your face. So next I'm going to go in with the Ambient Lighting Blush from Hourglass, and this is in the shade Diffused Heat. It is so pretty, and I just want to add a little bit more glow and set that blush. And then I'm going to go back in with my beauty blender and just blend out over top of it. I'm going to wipe away this powder. Just kind of go over with this everything with this brush. There we go. Fixed, blended out, pretty. I think I want to do my brows before I do highlight. So for brows, you know the drill. I'm going to do my soap brows with a Pear Soap and my Benefit brow powder in the shade 3. Then I'm going to touch it up with the Benefit Precisely My Brow in the shade 3.75. It's like a warm undertone brown, so I really like this one for my hair tone. So I'm going to do this off camera. If you are curious about how I do this, I have a whole video on how I do my soap brows, so go check that out. I will link it right up here, and yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, so I did my brows. It took me a little bit longer than I expected, but whatever. So now I am going to move on to eyeshadow. So I think today I want to do pretty natural, and I want to add like a pop of shimmer. So I'm just going to take that bronzer I was using and pop that into my crease and also blend it back into my bronzer just to make everything more monochromatic up into the front of my brow, just like a light wash of color. And I'm also going to take that a little bit under my eye just to open up my eye a little bit more. And I am not going to do lashes today. I haven't been doing lashes lately. I feel like natural lashes are back in on me. I feel like false lashes don't look good on me for some reason, so I've just been sticking to my natural lashes lately. And also this is a really super natural, like no foundation glam look, so I feel like natural lashes is more fitting. So quick and easy little transition shade. So I am going to be taking the Laura Mercier Metallic Taupe Caviar Eye Stick, and I am just going to actually apply it to my lid and then press it in with my finger. I feel like that is probably going to be the best way. So it's like a gold taupey shade, which I really like, and it's a very, very creamy. So I'm just going to like apply that to my lid on the inner part of my eye. Honestly, let's just put it all over my lid, and I'm just going to blend that in with my finger a little bit. All right, I'm actually going to use a brush to see if that works a little bit better, to spread it out. I don't want it to be like super clean. It's not a big deal to me for it being super clean. I just want it to be on there and a little bit of a sheen. So I'm actually just taking it on the brush and just applying it straight to my lid. So I feel like that looks a little bit okay. I'm actually just gonna take this and draw it a little bit more because I want that pigment of the shade. The good thing about this is that it's small enough to fit. This is a sample size, but this is small enough to fit into your crease so that you can get super precise with it. And I'm just blending that out a little bit more. I'm gonna go back in with that bronzer and the same blending brush and just kind of go over it and blend everything together. Yay, that's pretty. Okay, so then I think I want to do a slight wing with eyeshadow. So I am just going to take an angled, liner brush and a random dark brown eyeshadow. I'm using this one from the Desi Katie Dose of Colors palette, Francation palette. This is the shade Churro, and it's like a warm brown color. I'm just going to use that to create a slight wing. I want it to be super tiny and do that to both sides. Doesn't have to be perfect because I will be blending it out. And then I'm just going to take that brush that I was using before and just kind of blend over it. Just so that we have the kind of like shape of a wing. Just to add some definition when I do my mascara. So that's just going to add some definition on the lash line and elongate my eyes a little bit without having a full-on liner. You can't even tell that it's a wing liner. It just elongated my eyes. So I'm going to add some mascara. The mascara that I've been loving lately is the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black. So the one that I used to use and I still love is the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black. This one would run on my lower lash line, especially during the summer. So I started using this one and I love it a lot. So I'm going to be using this one and I'm going to do my lashes and I'll be right back. Okay, so did my lashes and now I'm going to move on to highlighter. I forgot to mention actually, when I did my brows, I tried this new product for it and it is the Sephora Microblade Effect Brow Pen. It's like this really thin brow pen and I actually use this for faux freckles sometimes, so I'm actually going to use that today for that as well. But I used it in my brows today and I feel like it looks a lot more natural and I don't know, just like hair-like, instead of using my Precisely My Brow, which is more like harsh. I like this a lot better. It makes like really small, thin, like hair color strokes, so it looks like your brows are just like thicker. I am really excited about this. I'm gonna keep using this, and this was only like, I want to say $12 from Sephora. So for highlight, I am going to take the Iconic London Illuminating Drops. These are the original, and I'm literally going to take one drop of it, that much, that's all you need. A little bit goes a really long way, and I am just going to rub it on the back of my hand with my finger until it is a little bit tacky. I feel like this is the best way to put it on, and then I'm going to take it and I'm just going to apply it to my cheekbone with my finger and blend it out. I feel like this is the best way to apply it. A little bit under my brow bone, above my brow, and then on my chin a little bit. I'm going to take my beauty blender and just blend all of that out. So this is going to give you that glow from within look. This is why I love this product so much, because it is really, really natural if you blend it out the way I did. You can also apply it straight to your skin and it'll give you like a really pigmented highlight, but I like to put it on and then blend it out on my hand before I apply it, because it gives me more of like a sheen, so that it's like I'm glowing from within. One of my favorite liquid highlighters. I'm gonna take that on the brush and apply it to my inner corner. And also I'm gonna take that a little bit on my Cupid's bow, just a little bit, and go ahead and blend everything out. And if you do feel like it's a bit much, I would just go ahead and take your bronzer brush or your blush brush and just whatever is left on that brush, just blend it all out. The good thing about this product is that you can put it on over your already set face and it just looks like super glowy and natural and so pretty. This is not sponsored. I love this product. I bought it myself. It's so pretty and glowy. Okay, so last thing we have to do is lips. This is my current favorite go-to natural lip. I feel like it goes super well with this look, and I think this might be like a sample size, but this is the Nars Velvet Matte Lip Pencil in the shade Dolce Vita. And literally, I just take this and put it on the center of my lip and then blend it out with my finger. Just like a rose tone. It looks very pink on camera, but it's not. It's like a my lip shade, but better. If you apply too much, it looks like you put lipstick on, but that's why I like to blend it out with my finger, because I feel like it looks super natural. And I don't really like applying lip liners on the daily basis. I like doing this, and if I do apply a lip liner, I will take a very natural shade like Max Spice, and I will go and overline the top center of my lip just to give myself a little bit of definition in the top center and bottom center. That way I give myself a little bit more of a pout. I am going to use some gloss. This is just some plumping gloss from ColourPop. It's their So Juicy gloss. I don't know the shade it rubbed off, but it's just like this clear pink shade. So, alright, and last but not least, I am going to set my face. So I'm actually going to take the Iconic London Prep Set and Glow Mist. It has glitter. So it has like glitter particles through it, and I think it's just so pretty. So I'm gonna take this and spray my face. All right, one last step is the Faux Freckles, and this is optional. You don't have to do this. I actually don't even need to, because I do have freckles already. So I'm just gonna take that microblading Sephora brow pencil pen, and I'm just going to start pressing some faux freckles into my skin. It doesn't have to be perfect. Honestly, the less perfect the better, more believable. And then I'm just going to take my finger and just dab that in. I'm also going to do my forehead a little bit and blend that out. Also going to take my beauty blender and blend out over it so that it looks a little bit more realistic. And I'm also going to take my blush brush and just pat over top of that, because you want your blush to be the same area where your freckles are, because that's naturally where you would get freckles, is where the sun hits you. So makes sense. All right, and that is it for the freckles. It looks very, very natural, which is what I'm going for. All right, and that is the completed look. All right, you guys, and this is the completed makeup look. I just went off camera and did my hair for an IGTV video, so if you're curious, go check that out on my Instagram. It's going to be linked in the description box down below. And yeah, so this is the completed look. I think it is so beautiful. It's so glowy and dewy and fresh, and it looks like your natural skin, especially with the faux freckles. And I just love this makeup look. This is the kind of makeup look that I wear on a daily basis. I love it so much, and I think it looks so good on my skin, and I know it will on yours too. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe down below. I try to upload at least one video a week, so come join me here on my family on YouTube, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! Oh,